substantial objections, the results of other councils may be to the growth and destiny. Amen.
I don't change your mind.
We are watching the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation. We are bringing you live commentaries from the Wellington. Going to be sworn in.
Mr. Speaker, I thank you for many other people.
Look, guys, tell me. Change.
Mr. Speaker,
I don't change.
time is past 10. I work for me to spend this with us. Thank you.
I thank the Chief Whip and want to take the opportunity to welcome him most warmly. Any second
To that motion. Honorable members, all those in favor of the motion say aye. And those against say nay. The ayes have it.
I know it's that. You again, we not do that. I don't give space to the young man. I don't give space to the young man.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to amend the other people of the House. Put one line of papers. Yes, you have. One line of papers. Item P remain the same. We now remove item B. Item C now will be item B. And item B remove from the other paper. Mr. Speaker, I so move that the other paper proposed is amended. Any seconder to that motion?
I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable members, we have a motion on the floor. In favor of the motion, say aye. And those against, say nay. The ayes have it.
Motion that the bill of government business for the amendment of other paper has been carried. Record of votes and proceedings for Tuesday, 24th October 2023.
Honorable members, we shall now consider our votes and proceedings for the 16th meeting held on Tuesday, the 24th of October. As is usual, we shall skip pages 1 through to 4 containing the names of members of Parliament, and we shall start consideration from page 5. Any amendments? Page 5. Page 5.
Careful move. No, elephant. Careful move.
Page 6.
No. No, you can't walk so. No, you walk so. No, not to snap at the slide, not to snap. No.
7.
You walk so. Not to show it. No, we not no, I can't do it.
Last page 8.
What did you say?
Thank you. Can someone please move?
I so moved, Mr. Speaker.
Any second?
I so second, Mr. Speaker.
All in favor of the motion, say aye. Those against, say nay. Guys have it.
Letter of recommendation for Tuesday, 24th October 2023 has been adopted. Announcement from Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, the brief announcement I have today concerns the IPU, the Interparliamentary Union, of which we are a member. The Assembly of the IPU met in Rwanda, Republic of Angola, about a week ago. And one of the most important decisions made by that assembly was the election of a new president of the IPU. It is my pleasant honor and duty to announce to you that we duly elected a new president. Who happens to be an African. And more importantly, a woman for that matter. In the person of the sitting, the current speaker of the Assembly, the National Assembly of Tanzania, by the name of Dr. Tulia Ackson. I think I should also mention that between my brothers and colleagues from Ghana, the Senate President of Nigeria, the Speaker of South Africa, and my humble self, we led the campaign for the Speaker of Tanzania. And we achieved a resounding success. I have no doubt whatsoever that our relations with the IPU, particularly the presidency of that organization, will be strengthened even more than it has ever been going forward. So that is the pleasant news that I have for you this morning. Thank you. The rest of what I have to say will be dovetailed into item 5 on the other page. members in conformity with the certificates of election submitted to the office of the clerk by the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, ECSL, I hereby declare that the following have been duly elected as members of Parliament of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Congo District. Pursuant to Section 83 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act Number 6 of 1991, in tandem with Standing Order 1A, I hereby invite the Clerk of Parliament to administer the oath of members of Parliament as established in the third schedule of the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act Number 6 of 1991. Mr. Clerk.
Honorable Speaker, leaders of the House of Parliament, honorable members, we have divided this oath taking into 4 different groups. And once your name is read out, you will approach me and then you will subscribe the oath of office as members of Parliament. I will start with Group 1, Congo District. Mr. Kelly, Miss Kelly Sinapina. Kelly Tamba. Honorable Dr. Isaac Tom. Ibrahim Aziz Bandura. Memula Chalo. Honorable Abdul Gadu. Honorable Abdul Latif Sise. Honorable Abdul Karim Kamara. Karina District. Honorable Cecilia Mabinte. Honorable Alusai Bash Kamara. Mohammed Sharif Sadu. Christian, on my right, can you please give Bible to one of them? And you can all please just put your hands forward. And the Muslims the same. Just honorable members elect, I am about to administer the oath of office to you in order to graduate you into becoming full-fledged members of this honorable house. When I say I, you don't say I, and then you call out your individual names, and you repeat the remaining words after me. Having been elected a member of Parliament, do hereby in the name of God swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Sierra Leone as by law established, that I will uphold and defend the Constitution of Sierra Leone, and that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of Parliament. So help me God. I will now call you out one after the other to sign the book. Once you are complete, come forward quickly and sign the book. I will start with Honorable Rosinda Finda Ayo.
The members of parliament are now signing the book, the register, giving them the legitimacy and authority to serve as members of parliament for the next 5 years. The members of parliament, these are the 4 sets of MPs who have been sworn in. They are coming from 3 districts, Kono, Potloko and Moyambam. The leader of the opposition is coming from Potloko districts, Lunge to be precise, Honorable Abdul Kagbo. He is now the leader of the opposition of the All People's Congress. They are now signing to have the legitimacy as members of parliament. Each one of them is coming forward to sign. The members of parliament, these are the 4 sets from Potloko, Moyamba and Kono, to ascribe to the oath and also sign the register of parliament. I'm sure after them I can see a few 4 women in this first batch of members of parliament who have been called to sign the book, the register.
Honorable Cecilia Mabinti Bandura. Honorable Alusain Bash Kefara. Honorable Mohammed Sharif Dago.
The first batch of members of parliament have been sworn in.
The members of parliament have they are now calling on members of parliament from Falaba.
Hawa Conte. Ibrahima Koroma. Honorable Hamidou Hola Mansari. Bombani District. Muhammad Papa Bandura. Ibrahim Bari. Honorable John Charles Conte. Honorable Paul Samba Conte. Marie Kamara. Honorable Peter Yamba Koroma. Honorable Saliu Usman Sise. my sister, Honorable Catherine Zainab Tamba. Christians on my right, can you please give the Bible to my sister? If all of you can just stretch your hands towards, and then the Quran on my left. As honorable members elect, you are now about to subscribe the oath of office to become full-fledged members of Parliament. When I say I, you say I, and then you call out your name and repeat the rest after me. I, please be audible. Having been elected a member of Parliament, do hereby in the name of God swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Sierra Leone as by law established, that I will uphold and defend the Constitution of Sierra Leone, and that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of Parliament. So help me God. Honorable Mohammed Konte. Honorable Muhammad Alpha Jallo. Honorable Hawa Konte. Honorable Daniel Bagaima Kuruma. Honorable Hamidou Hula Mansuri. Honorable Muhammad Papa Bangura. Honorable Ibrahim Bari. Honorable John Charles Conte. Honorable North Itamara. Honorable Peter Yamba Kuruma. Honorable Saliu Usman Sisi. Honorable Catherine Zainab Tagawali. Honorable Mohammed Comte. Honorable Mohammed Al-Fajr. Honorable Howard Comte. Honorable Mohammed Rahmat Ruma. Honorable Ibrahim Bag.
These are documents that guide the day-to-day operations of Parliament and its members. Understand and to okay with the actions guiding your standing, the things you say, the way you carry yourself during you see it as a very small because it's very simple. Regulates itself. We want to regulate itself.
Thank you very much. Thanks, you can now usher them to their seats. 2-3 Konkolili District. Amadou Bandura. Honorable Rosemary Bandura. Honorable Mabinti Fona. Daniel Fona. Rudiatu Kamara. Honorable Aaron Aruna Kuruma. Aruna Pape Lako. Honorable Jawa Sise. Honorable Soriba Alhaji Toure. Gambia District. Honorable Abdul Karim Kamara. Muhammad Sheridan Kamara. Ernest Dura Koroma. Mabinti Ali Stelo Bandura. So the Bible on my right and the Quran on my left. Would you please stretch your hands towards the Bible and the Quran? As honorable members elect, you are now going to subscribe the oath of office as full-fledged members of Parliament, and all the privileges, immunities, and all other benefits agreeing to a member of Parliament will henceforth begin to see. When I say I, you say I, and then you call out your names. Please be audible. I want Sierra Leone to know you are subscribing to the oath. Now they show me. Having been elected a member of Parliament, do hereby in the name of God swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Sierra Leone as by law established, that I will uphold and defend the Constitution of Sierra Leone, and that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of Parliament. So help me God. Honorable Daniel Amadou Bandura. Honorable Mabinti Fona. Honorable Daniel Fona. Honorable Rugiatu Kamara. Honorable Aaron Aruna Roma. Honorable Aruna Pape Rako. Honorable Sisi Jawami. Honorable Soriba Alhaji Turi. Kamara. Honorable Mohammed Sheridan Kamara. Honorable Anes Dura Koroma. Honorable Mabinti Alice Tilo Bandura. Honorable Daniel Amadou Bandura. Honorable Rosemary Bandura. Honorable Mabinti Fona. Honorable Daniel Fona. Honorable Rugiatu Kamara. Honorable Aaron Aruna Kuruma. Honorable Aruna Papelako. Honorable Jawa Sisi. Honorable Suri Alhaji Ture. Honorable Abdul Karim Tamari. Honorable Mohammed Sheridan Kamar. Honorable Ernest Brown. And Honorable Abibti Alice Bandura. Thank you, clerks. We now usher them to their seats.
Yes, thank
Group 4, Western Area Urban. Alpha Amaduba, Honorable. Mariama Bandura. Adamba Tonte. Abdullah Kamara. Mahmoud Kamara. Honorable Unfa Soribeshe Turuma. Honorable Usman Abel Timbo. Western Area Rural District. Honorable Ajam Yata Amara. Honorable Kamoto Conte. Honorable Abubakar Fofana. Honorable John Sati Tabu. And Zinabu Timbo.
Come on. Hey.
Honorable members elect, you are now about to subscribe the oath of office as duly elected members of parliament. And I say I, you say I, and then you call out your names and repeat the rest after me. Please be audible. Having been elected a member of parliament, do hereby in the name of God swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Sierra Leone as by law established. That I will uphold and defend the Constitution of Sierra Leone, and that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of parliament. So help me God. Honorable Alpha Amaduba. Honorable Mariam Abba. The Reverend Honorable Adama Conte. Honorable Abdullah Kamara. Honorable Mahmoud Kamara. Honorable Rudiatu Rosie Kano. Honorable Umfa Siribe State Kuruma. Honorable Usman Abdel Timur. Honorable Hajam Yata Amara. Honorable Kemoko Conte. Honorable Abubakar Fufana. Honorable John Sati Kagwa. And the Honorable Zanabu Timbo. Honorable Alpha Amadou. Honorable Mariama Bandura. Honorable Adama Conte. Honorable Abdullah Kamara. Honorable Mohammed Kamara. Honorable Rudiatu Tanto. Honorable Mubasu Kuruma. Honorable Usman Abdel Tinja. Honorable Hachamiata Amara. Honorable Kemoko Conte. Honorable Abubakar Fofana. Honorable Zanabu Timbo. Honorable John Sati. Thank you, congratulations, thanks, the Honorable Speaker, mission accomplished.
Thank you. The Before I get on to my statement of welcome to our new members of parliament, I would first of all like to thank the clerk of parliament for administering the oath of office to our new members. Welcome. I will also dispense with a few administrative matters before I get on to the substantive statement that I have to make. Honorable members, we have in our midst very distinguished visitors from Ghana. The Business Committee of the Parliament of Ghana has done us the honor of visiting us today to familiarize themselves with international best practices through interactions and exchange of ideas with their counterparts in this parliament. The study visit is expected to afford the delegation the opportunity to broaden their knowledge and understanding of the management and planning of the parliamentary business, and to promote efficiency for the effective functioning of their own committee in Ghana. The delegation comprises the following, and it's now my pleasant duty to present them to the House. The Honorable Emmanuel Ama Kofi Boa, Deputy Minority Leader. The Honorable Moses Anin, Member of the Honorable Alex Tete Donogwa, Honorable Della Soa, Member. Honorable Eric Afur, Member. And Mr. Peter Apenkwa, Principal Reporter, supporting staff. They are all most welcome. And I personally extend my best wishes to your speaker, who is a very dear friend of mine, and to wish you a successful visit to our parliament. We also have a galaxy of personalities in our midst, our local personalities. And I'm particularly heartened to see so many old friends in the chamber today. I want to especially recognize the following.
No, don't go so I not go there.
Honorable Alhaji Mikhailo Mansare, National Chairman of the APC. Ambassador Usman Fode Yansene. The Honorable Cherno Arem. Lansana Dumbuya Esquire. By Mahmoud Bangur. There is a name here that I've heard on the radio so many times, whenever I have the opportunity of seeing in person. Sidi Yaya Ibrahim Prince College. Usman Jallo. Honorable Kombo Kamal. Almani Petito. Mayor Ivan Chairman Kasho Holland Chairman Mohammed Mansare Kambia Council. Honorable Maya Kaikai. Honorable Laima.
Good evening, Mr. Speaker.
There is a duty to be performed by the Deputy Whip.
Mr. Speaker, it's 12.
Thank you.
I therefore move that SO5 to be suspended so that the business of the House may continue. Thank you.
Any second to that motion?
I so second, Mr. Speaker.
And all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Mr. Speaker, before the question. Mr. Speaker, before the question. I refer this is a house of procedure. I refer you to SO5 provision. It clearly states that except for Friday, other days SO5 2 must be suspended at 12:45.
for his very astute observation. It's been the practice thus far to suspend proceedings at exactly 12. But that practice cannot supersede the written language of this standing order. Therefore, the motion is premature. We shall continue. Order. We shall continue our proceedings until the appointed time, in keeping with the language of the standing order. I was asked to repeat a name that I have already called. For whatever reason, I don't know. But I must confess, in the 5th Parliament, he was a very close friend, although very troublesome. The Honorable Lahimara. Honorable Alassane Camara. Honorable Dauda Kallon. Dr. S.S. Mara. I have a name here, it is not clearly written, but I leave it as Ali Suma. Honorable Ibrahim Wasingan Mansare. Honorable Nuruddin Haja Aissatou Kamara. I don't want to Rex Bonafa, Department of Rex Bonafa, is it the Minister? Deputy Minister of Transport. Is he here? Honorable Dr. Fatmata Hassan, Presidential Appointee of Parliamentary Affairs. Is she here? Very good.
Rex is just a visitor here.
Honorable Laila Kamara, former MP, member of the It's now my great pleasure to also recognize the presence in our midst of the U.S. Ambassador. Honorable Saidu Baba Kamara. The Minister of Finance, the distinguished Minister of Finance, Sheku Pantamadi. Chairman Kasho Holland Cole. Honorable Adisan Lara. Alhaji Mohammed Dundodo. Honorable Ibrahim Fateba. Chairman C.S. Kamara. Honorable Sir Charles, I understand, is also in the chamber. Hello. Honorable Fateba. The last, but by no means least, the Honorable Martin Bangura. Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, colleagues. Sorry for the interruption. Mr. Speaker, SO42 already is final, which I respect. But I want to congratulate my colleagues and other leaders of the House. After they have adjourned for sitting, I want to engage with my colleagues with the interpretation of SO52. I deliberately refuse not to challenge my colleague in the chamber because of one reason or the other. I also want to remind members that Section 94 of the 1991 Constitution, Act number 6, that we have the power to regulate ourselves. But I make my provisions or my commission to your office based on SO52 that we want to get to your office and discuss all of us together with the clerk on the interpretation of said provision. Very well. I thank you. But you really is fine. Thank you.
Honorable members, order. Having announced the full complement of the names of the membership of the All People's Congress Parliamentary Caucus to the 6th Parliament, I will now wish to announce the following names, the names of the composition of the leadership, parliamentary leadership of the All People's Congress for the 6th Parliament of the Second Republic. The Honorable Abdul Opposition Leader. The Honorable Zami Kuruma,
Move the camera, move. I get to watch this one.
Aaron Aruna Kuruma.
Inside this again. Today they move on, I'm not moving. Grab camera, I don't grab car. I never move. No, I'm not move. I don't know this will not sound.
The Honorable Catherine. And lastly, the Honorable Kemoko Conte. May I now crave the attention of honorable members as I proceed with my statement of welcome. Honorable members, like the seminal date of July 13, 2023, when the members of Parliament of the ruling SLPP party subscribed the oath of office. Today, November 7, 2023, marks yet another milestone in the life of this sixth Parliament of the Second Republic. 52 members of the opposition APC party who had followed the dictates of their party to boycott Parliament have today also subscribed the oath of office as members of Parliament. I therefore consider it a great honor to welcome all of you to this hallowed and sacred chamber of Parliament. Honorable members, permit me to start with the question, what kept you away so long? Honorable members, what kept you away so long? On several occasions, I tried to plead with you to see reason and come to the House to perform the sacred constitutional duties for which you have been elected by your people. Instead, you chose to stonewall. You should have come a long time ago, just as your honorable colleagues across the aisle did on July 13th. And also, as your party comrades, Honorable Mohamed Bangura,
to talk and exchange, and you observe. A repeat of that, speaker will have no choice but to clear his gallery. Thank you.
It's quite sufficient. Why would I know in the gallery? An Honorable Alfred Thompson had done so Honorable members, although nearly 4 months late in arriving, nonetheless it is better late than never. More especially, I feel deeply gratified that my urgings didn't fall on deaf ears entirely. And today, this sixth parliament can proudly say its whole membership is now fully seated and in full conformity with the multi-party democratic constitution of 1990. A constitution that vehemently and vigorously eschews any return to anything even remotely resembling the one-party dispensation of yesteryear that it had ingloriously banished to the nauseating attics of history. Therefore, I should hasten to pay a very special tribute to the dogged determination and perseverance of the Independent Commission on Peace and National Cohesion, ICPNC, for living up to its legal mandate and to the expectations of the general public. Differences of opinion, perception and persuasion in the political arena, by definition, form an integral part of any truly functioning and vibrant democracy. And therefore it is of the utmost importance that national institutions are established and capacitated to speedily enter into the breach and provide much needed relief where such differences occur, and particularly importantly, where such differences exhibit the potential of exploding into a national crisis and possible violence. So all of us, the executive branch and the legislative alike, today deserve the fullest commendation for having had the foresight to propose and legislate into existence the ICPNC, which has worked tirelessly to bring about this exalted and much desired outcome. All of us, therefore, should applaud their timely intervention. By the same token, I would like to convey on behalf of the entire House our profound appreciation and our debt of gratitude to the special peace envoys deployed to our country by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, the African Union, and the Commonwealth Secretariat, all of whom have spared no effort in discharging their collective role as international interlocutors and moral guarantors to ensure the successful outcome of the dialogue between the ruling SLPP government and the APC opposition, which today has been consummated by our colleagues from the APC agreeing to terminate their boycott and to assume their seats in the well of this House, to begin the process of discharging their constitutional responsibilities to the 6th Parliament of the Second Republic, to which they've been duly elected by their people. Nor can I afford to not acknowledge the presence in our midst of the indefatigable Honorable Cherno Ramadan Madiba, erstwhile Deputy Speaker of this House and former leader of the APC opposition in the 5th Parliament of the Second Republic. Indeed, honorable members, no meritorious accomplishment can be properly paid to the 5th Parliament without a resounding and fulsome acknowledgement of the pivotal role of the Honorable Cherno Ramadan. Not only was his contribution profound as an illustrious member of this House and the ECOWAS Parliament, but also his exemplary and visionary leadership throughout his tenure as a member of this House have left an indelible imprint in the annals of our legislature. Let truth be loudly and boldly told. Honorable Cherno Ramadan, you are a man who saw the east. As well as within every corridor of this House. Honorable members, I turn next to the quintessential Honorable Ibrahim Benkan. I turn to the Honorable Ibrahim Benkan. It is most apposite that I should unhesitatingly describe you as both the political encyclopedia of Sierra Leone and a true first edition of all that stands out as remarkably good of the APC House. They are titled Alpha and Omega of Parliament of Sierra Leone. On behalf of the entire House, I commend you and extend to you our very best wishes for a joyful, peaceful, restful, and well-earned retirement. Last, but by no means least, I turn now to the affable, tall, and elegant Honorable Ajibola Malispe. This is a man of many admirable qualities. His gentility, humility, and even his every slow but majestic steps still re-echo resoundingly throughout the portals of this hallowed building, and the ECOWAS Parliament as well, with legendary wisdom and tenacity. True, in an age of renewal of any rapidly changing society, it is inevitable that there must come a time when the old has to give way to the young. Indeed, one of the most difficult tasks in politics is not how to acquire power, but how to transfer it to a new generation of leaders. More difficult still is for leaders to deliberately create new and able leaders to systematically take over from the older when the time comes. But if I were to appraise the redoubtable Ajibola Male Spain on his character, ability, reliability, and strength to connect and influence people, I would say without a doubt that only a handful of men would be able to match his qualities. Honorable members, these three honorable members have truly left their marks on the floor of this chamber. And the least homage we can and should all pay them is to say, you all carry with you to the rest of the world our most abiding love, respect, and affection. Posterity will never forget to chronicle that indeed you once passed through this book. Honorable members, today, as we welcome our APC colleagues from the shadows into the limelight of parliamentary politics and banter, let me take this opportunity to remind them that Sierra Leone is at a most critical stage where human capital and economic development have now taken center stage, and indeed are now the topmost priorities. It is indeed a formidable task to accomplish, and it is a task that beckons for attention from all able-bodied men and women, the old and the young, the lettered and unlettered, the high and low, no matter where you are, at home or abroad, in every nook and cranny of this land that we love so much. It also means it is not a task for one political party alone. On the contrary, it is a task for all of us working together, but more importantly, with us, the honorable members of Parliament, taking the lead. Above all, I believe it is a task that is doable and achievable, so long as our constant refrain is that Sierra Leone is and will always remain our only country, and there is no other country we can call our own. Honorable members, before I delve into the nature of the task in hand, allow me to recall here a little instructive lesson of contemporary history to refresh our minds. Our country, Sierra Leone, obtained its political independence from our British colonizer in 1961. 4 good years ahead of Singapore, a comparatively small island country in Southeast Asia, which attained its statehood in 1965. It was and still is inhabited by a much smaller population than ours, consisting of Chinese, Malays, Indians, and others. So it is not any less heterogeneous than we are in Sierra Leone. But there is this remarkable difference. Singapore had nothing, literally nothing, no natural resource at independence apart from human beings and a deep sea harbor, just as we have our own deep water key. But we Sierra Leone have a lot more assets to be proud of. We're endowed with gold, diamonds, iron ore, bauxite, tantalite, rutile, palm oil, palm kernels, etc., etc. You name it, we have it. Yet, in 1961, Sierra Leone's per capita income was only $140, and its annual GDP was $328 million. Singapore's per capita in 1965 was $517, and its annual GDP was a mere $975 million. By 2022, 60 years on, Sierra Leone's per capita income was still only $488, and an annual GDP of not more than $3,970 million, compared to Singapore's per capita income of $82,808 and an annual GDP of $466,978 million. Today, with this galaxy of notables gathered in this well of time, from both our two main political parties, I cannot resist the temptation to ask the question, where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong? It is certainly not for want of human capital, because we once prided ourselves with the accolade of the Athens of education in West Africa. Although today we lament how that has plummeted to such low levels that young at school are not ashamed to think they have a divine right to spy, to pass public examinations. And our public servants are equally busy embellishing their desks with degrees and diplomas not properly earned, but purchased from a non-accredited Dominion College with high-sounding names. So while Singapore was busy obtaining laurels and moving up the development ladder, rapidly from a third world classification to a first world country, Sierra Leone has remained behind, wallowing in abject poverty and deprivation, and fighting with other countries and hoping for the crumbs to fall from the dinner tables of the rich countries. Honorable members, with all the brilliant minds we've produced in this country, past and present, what really have we gone wrong? What have we done? What have we done to deserve what we do? To answer this question, I'll invite all of us present in this world today to borrow a leaf from Singapore's enviable Book of Development. First, They gave the highest national priority to educating and training their people to the highest standard. They sent them to the best of the best colleges, everywhere at home and abroad. And they got them bonded on scholarships that obligated them to return and work for Singapore after graduation. The success of this scheme reached such a point that those who went to the United States, the country with the stiffest requirements in the world for a visa, relaxed their visa requirements for Singaporeans because no Singapore graduate wanted ever to remain permanently in America after graduation, because the salaries waiting for them at home were much higher than they would earn in America. Second, Singapore challenged their citizens to imbibe a sense of patriotism that was second to none. Those who studied with Singaporeans in colleges abroad can testify to this. A student from Singapore aspires to nothing but a first-class honors degree. And the day he gets it, he's on the next plane back to Singapore. Third, Singapore developed a culture of appointing to high office people of proven competence and leadership based on meritocracy. Nepotism and cronyism died the very day an independent Singapore was born, and they remain permanently in their graves to this day. Remember, honorable members, how serious this principle is respected in a country of such small population that everybody virtually knows everybody else. Amazing. This is a country where their development plans are tailored to run for decades, and they are executed to the last detail. And it matters not who or which political party is in power. Fourth, in Singapore, the culture of incorruptibility is second to none. Their leaders don't govern, they lead. And they also peremptorily lead by example. The first Prime Minister, Lee Kuan Yew, was once accused of corruption by a British newspaper in England. What did he do? He sued the newspaper for defamation. But interestingly, he sued not in Singapore, but in the British courts, and he won. That in itself speaks volumes about the character of the man. Honorable members, I narrate all this simply to demonstrate the essential ingredients which combined to produce the phenomenal economic development of Singapore. But it also points to another simple truth. Singapore has achieved its phenomenal development and growth over the last 60 years, not by luck or happen chance, but rather through good and transformative leadership that is highly educated, locally driven, focused, motivated, dedicated, purposeful, and incorruptible. This is the new challenge facing us today in this sixth parliament, and it confronts all of us equally, regardless of party color or affiliation. I invite all of us to emulate the good example that Singapore presents, and it's not yet too late to do so. It may sound like a feat of serendipitous proportions, but it's not impossible. Together, we can do it and achieve it. Honorable members, with that, I thank you kindly, and I now take this opportunity to extend my warmest congratulations and felicitations to all the new MPs of the parliamentary leadership of the All People's Congress in this 6th Parliament of the Second Republic. I thank you for your kind attention. Honorable members, I now ask for your endorsement of the leadership of the APC party in Parliament, as read out by me a little while ago. All those in favor say aye. Aye. And those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Mr. Speaker, I had a counter motion against
I will end on a very sad note, unfortunately. With a very heavy heart, it is one of those unpleasant duties that I have to do. But I want to announce the demise of...
Before the announcement,
Please,
whenever you want to.
Mr. Speaker, today you really made you made our day. But I don't want to say you made my day. We on this side, the former Speaker of this House usually says, to thyself be true. The speech you just delivered to this woman, I must confess that you really made our day. And with your permission, sir, we are please requesting that you furnish us with copies of this particular speech. It will guide us in our future proceedings. With your permission, we are humbly requesting, whether soft or hard copy, that every member of Parliament ought to have a copy of this speech. That's my humble submission. Please.
In answer to your request, I hereby give a copy to the clerks at the table. I would like of reading it in the votes and proceedings at the next sitting of Parliament. Let me now proceed with the sad message I have for you, and that is to inform you officially of the death of the mother of one of our own, the Honorable Pine. Her mother, Ndamba Sina, whose death took place on Friday the 22nd of September 2023 at Koso Town, Jue. May I ask all of us to rise and observe a minute silence in honor of the faithful departed. May God forgive her mistakes on earth and grant the soul of the faithful departed eternal rest in his heavenly kingdom. Amen. Shall we proceed?
Briefing by the Clerk of Parliament.
The Honourable Speaker, just to inform our brothers and sisters that on Monday at 10 in the morning, we'll be having a very solid meeting to plan for your induction going forward. Since your brothers and sisters on this side have all gone through 3 weeks of induction, we also want you to catch up with them and be on the same page with them. So on Monday, we'll meet and we'll all together plan this induction. Thank you.
Slate of papers. A. Honorable Senator S. Thomas, Deputy Speaker of Parliament.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, with your kind permission, may I respectfully lay on the table of this House audited financial statement of the Parliamentary Service for the year ended 31st December 2022. Guy Marel Senior.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, with your leave, I beg to lay on the table of this House, this honorable House, the following matter: rail and port lease agreement between the government of Sierra Leone and Kiho Railway and Port Company Limited. Mr. Speaker, before I lay this paper, I want you to note, honorable members, is that this agreement took into cognizance the Tax and Duty Exemption Act 2023, Sections 6 and 7. That is just for your attention.
Members of the Legislative Committee are invited to the finalization meeting immediately after the meeting at Committee Room Number 1, Parliament. Signed, Honorable Abdul This is to inform honorable members of Parliament and MDAs that all donations worth spelling B can be made to the Director General of Parliament. The children are ready to continue to make Sierra Leone proud at the African stage in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Join us complement the efforts of our government to achieve the quality and sustainable education in Sierra Leone. date for the team is 28 November 2023. Here ends the announcement. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable members. With that, yes.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I rise on section 7B, Italian notes, SO 25(1) of the Constitution of the Sign Orders, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker,
we stand in order.
25(1) to give notice of a motion. Mr. Speaker, this House knows very well that sometime last week or this week, tariffs have increased by about 70%. And for the information of the public, cumulatively, we have seen for Orange, it's about 430% increase in the phone call tariff for the mobile phones, mobile communication. For Orange, it's about 500, and for T-Cell, it's about 1,760% increase. And us being representatives of our people, I think it is but fitting that this House calls the necessary authorities to answer to relevant questions. On that note, I know what one has said, I will do the needful, but I just want to give notice that I will approach the office to officially lay the motion, the office of the clerk, through the office of the clerk, to do the needful. Thank you very much, sir.
Well, I do take note of your request and your promise to do the needful. By the same token, I would like to draw your attention to the fact that we are meeting here on Thursday. And it's very likely that we'll have before us the finance bill of 2024 that might very well address the concerns and issues that you'd like to raise. And it will be followed by the reading of the budget on Friday. With that, this House stands adjourned to Thursday the 9th of November at 10 a.m.
Good.
This is how Speaker of Parliament when God wanted to remove the children of Israel from Egypt, He empowered Moses. And Moses by himself could not have separated the sick yet. So he did it because God was with him. I am of the firmest conviction that this message of faith is coincident of the fact that God is with me. And with him being my help, well, firstly, I intend to unite the party in Parliament. And not only in Parliament, my intention is to similarly unite the party outside Parliament. Those who are feeling like gorgeous and those members of the party or no intention so that they can feel it at the But notwithstanding, the most important thing is that we also have members of Parliament who should bring Parliament to the people. We should take Parliament to the people. We should not be just seated there exercising the discretion in the laws we make. We must have their say in the laws we make. So therefore, under my leadership, we have created a YouTube channel which will be covering proceedings of Parliament and debates of Parliament. We also created a Facebook page which will be covering live proceedings of Parliament. And we also intend to have a monthly visit. On monthly basis, we will be going to different districts. We call town hall meetings, conscientize the people about the laws that are in Parliament, and also ask them to contribute. It is contingent on their contribution that will proceed. When the party is revolutionizing, and for us young people to assume positions of government is not by mistake. We took time to learn from them. I am still learning from him. Because he's a man with 20 experiences. So I'm still learning from him. Nobody is too big to learn. Well, his leadership was cool, calm, calculated, and he has enormous experiences on the laws of this country. These are the Constitution and the standing orders of Parliament. He can put the standing orders wherever you meet him and wherever you ask him. So he has given us the responsibility, to make sure that we do more research, because APC cannot produce a lesser leader. So meaning the burden is on me to make sure that I lead extensively most definitely, if it were not for that, I would never have pursued this position. I am going to work more on it so that they are more factual, they are more results, they are being research oriented, and they are more of course, the party has an organ of which that is the grievance and the disciplinary committee. They are currently investigating the case of Mohamed no sooner they come up with information and the party takes its decision, they have no alternative to move to the decision of the party. But as far as I'm concerned, they do not intend to move to the private party in Parliament. They want to vote as all people's Congress party. Well, of course, they have been having a few in Parliament. They have been having a few in Parliament. And we could agree with you, even the processes and procedures of Parliament. That was why I had to speak to speak that the suspension should keep happening, especially when it's not so we intend to take them to tax. We intend to promote into most of the matters. I'm sure, I'm totally confident that for the sake of Serbia, we succeed. What is your best?
Thank you very much. There is I see the leadership of your party in parliament, very young faces, young men, it's like what great to present the youthful leadership.
You have very much involved on whereas we always forward keep and prepare and one of the basically attitudes how we can get as usual, as far as we are concerned, the neutral is here before the ensure whatever laws we pass, whenever agreements whatever agreements we ratify, whatever bills we scrutinize, or any laws we pass, must reflect the needs of that is our main principle. We may not have much, and the reason for that is we believe that value because we have effort, and I'm ready to work with you. Very close. Must reflect the needs.
Of course, for me, I think it's public knowledge that is my doctrine. But I earlier stepped after my second. I earlier stepped. But by divine providence, I came. So I was not expecting, because my intention was to step aside. You know, like when you serve 10 years, the best you can go and don't go. But there are other reservoirs. But by divine providence, I came.
Is Honorable Daniel
when the proceedings when they go on, when they call Mohamed Bangura, all supporters.
Thank you very much for watching the SLBC. That's how we bring down the curtains for today's commentaries, which came to you live from the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation. On behalf of all of us, on behalf of the team, we say goodbye. Keep watching the SLBC. This is how we say goodbye from Parliament.
Any bill, any agreement, you know, or anything with the kind of parliament, you know, or any question we speak at we vote, we all, that nomination, so now.
A place cannot produce poems. It can only not prevent them. And Freetown is good at that, for Freetown has its own sudden elegances. People are slow to leave it, quick to return. And there are others who come for a year or two and stay for a lifetime, sensing that they found a city that is in the world, yet sufficiently on the edge of it to have a different resonance.
Let me tell you something.